Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, giving you a progress update in the first competition. I can see here KY420 is really fast. I suspect, as I said, paying customer. Otherwise, I really find him really impressive. This is a free-to-play. Alright, so this is the 4 slots upgraded car parts factory that I have using that 110 gems. Upgraded the 2 slots, 30 for the first and 80 for the second. So really struggling in this first competition. You can see here all the way we managed to climb up to top 10 at the level so-called 6th position right now, and it's not doing that well for the Royal team, unfortunately. But I think it's too early to determine at this juncture. Who knows, there'll be late people who are late in competing, so I'm hoping for the best, but that doesn't really bother me. What's more important is the personal contribution in terms of the ranking. If you are able to get it the top maybe 0.1%, which is extremely well, you get a lot of rewards in terms of keys and coins. Otherwise, if you can work within like top 5%, if you are very active in the game, it should be manageable. Alright, so that goes with those engines, electric engines here. A lot of things to deliver. As you can see, things are really completed under the region jobs. I'm not going to collect any because I really want to preserve my 395. I'm really glad, I mean, end of the day, there's a bit of coins here that you can collect. Like I said, top 5 is 150 coins. I think that will adds up. I mean, in the competition, all the 6 competitions, you should be able to get 850. Bearing in mind, if you get first is 350 already, otherwise second is 250 and followed by 200. If you try your best to get at least once the top 3, that more or less secures the deal, but of course that doesn't mean you can rest. You got to be consistent. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade my trains right now. I'm going to upgrade it to fullest. You can see here, so as to help a bit in terms of the delivery when it comes to those common trains, double restriction job. So again, I'm going to emphasize this headquarter points. There's another separate side of rewards they can collect. So well, the items that they ask for are not prepared, so we really need a bit of time in order to get it done. So been wasting in some of the dispatches, have been idling, waiting for the items to be ready before we can dispatch. So I send them to collect those raw materials. Meanwhile, got to bear in mind, steel is important. Likewise for iron powder, that goes to your engine, and doesn't really know how it works. How would you mix iron powder into your engine? Alright, so that aside, okay, so that's all I could say about this items that we're going to prepare for the event. But back to the 99% strategy. I mean, some of you have been asking whether would 99% strategy work for this event or not. From the looks of it, looking at the job, you can see here /20/30, it seems to be applicable, but like I said, things may be still early. At the probably end of the second competition or the starting of the third competition, I would be able to more or less ascertain that whether the 99% strategy works or not. That depends on the complaints. You're hearing me right. Complaints from the other players that are really fast, and they would have complained in the so-called forum, and then they will mention about very high quantities being asked for after they complete 100%. That's where we affirm whether should we apply the 99% or not, or if they are very happy with the fact that they complete 100% because that gives them a very huge EP job, then I will tell you otherwise to quickly complete whatever we have and push all the way to 100%. It seems to me that so far, based on just a preliminary assessment, I'm going to emphasize this again. Try your best to hold back completing 100% because it will do you no good. As for the special building, it's already out, so it's unlike some events whereby the special building is not out, it only out at the last moment. That's separately a different way to measure whether you hit 100% or not. I was once tricked in a way, thinking that the last job, which is a special building, is 100%, but it's not, it's the other job. So in this case, there's no such confusion because the special building is already out, which is laid out using those events, or the car keys they call it, they can exchange for using 500 numbers. So with that said, it's very easy to determine whether you are 100% or not. I believe once you have hit all the jobs, i.e. /20 or /30 jobs all completed one round, you more or less see the number jumping towards 90%. So if you completed 2 of the customers and probably at the tail end 29/30 job of the last one, you should be able to see like 98% or 99% complete. Yes, that's the moment whereby you should hold your horses, especially if you're in a green horse team. Do not fast forward to 100%, otherwise you'll suffer the consequences of a huge quantity being asked for and EP as normal miserable. So that's it. That's just one way to how to minimize the quantities required. The other strategy I'm going to share is the need to prioritize your resources when it comes to dispatcher. Please try your best, given the fact that sometimes when you have the quantities to deliver for all 3 jobs, you need to split your dispatches. You split them up, putting them using the best trains to send out the dispatch. Because imagine this, if you're just focusing on one job and you just send all the dispatches out on that single job, you may be using very small quantity trains to do the last few dispatch, and you are doing yourself a disfavor. Otherwise, imagine this, if you have an 80, maybe the previous region job, okay, for me, for example, I'm region 6, right? So assuming you have a job that is asked using region 5 and a job asking region 6, right? So if you send all your trains using the region 6 trains and you disregard that region 5 job, you are doing your disfavor because you're not sending the 80 capacity for region 5 to that. So our split, if you got 9 dispatches, probably if they are asking from different regions or different train types, I'll send 3 each, right? So you split up your dispatch, divide and conquer. So that's how you should do it. Yes, in a way, you'll find yourself not completing one job fast enough and you're dropping in ranks, but that is only on the onset. But when the moment you complete all few jobs at the same time, you do climb up the ranks again. But would you rather do all 3 jobs simultaneously? It depends. I'll try to say that try to complete 2 jobs first and then have 1 job on standby with quantities on hand, because you do know that sometimes they may generate 3 jobs that you don't have anything with, and then you will suffer the consequence of idling dispatches. So dispatchers are not doing their job. So or rather you focus on just 2. If you have 9 again, you send 5, 4, complete 2 of the jobs, but bearing in mind, preparing for the 3rd with standby, that you will need to send them out once the 2 new jobs are generated. You may be lucky when the 2 new jobs are generated with items that you already have. That's perfectly fine, but most of the time Pixel Federation is playing a joke with us by not giving us items or jobs that we have the items for. So in that case, you just need to spend time to generate them or to manufacture them. Then you're wasting your dispatcher's precious time and you're losing out. So that's what I normally do. You can see there, 2 jobs done, 1 job's on standby. Like see here, we do not have any chairs. I think we are in trouble. So I will go quickly so-called get those steel and timber back. Oh, not steel, my pardon me, it's the nails and timber back. by dismantling or to cancel the order for the sofa, and then from there we can start building our chairs. But that said, there are other issues about space. We need to get rid of the items in order to so-called generate space. You need to move your output tray because now it's full. Otherwise the production can't start. So there's a lot of maneuvering of inventory across the factories, which is really important that they are fully upgraded. Otherwise you can't make them to work to the fullest. Currently Royal team is doing really poor. All the players are either not awake or they are just, none of them favored Royal team. So I'm really a bit concerned about that, but that's aside. Alright, I wish you good luck. I'm going to update you again in the next video. Goodbye.